Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lainey. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be swatching everything from DEVINAH from their Black Friday collection releases. So if you're interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. Before we get into that though, if you're new here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. I do a lot of panning content, but also a lot of indie makeup content. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get into the video. So like I said, I'm going to be swatching everything from their Black Friday releases. They had several collections. I have them housed in this palette. I do have to pull a couple out of some BYOPs, but I have them in this palette. I bought all of them. And they are restocking. I wanted to make sure, I'm finally doing this video, but I wanted to make sure I got it before their restock. Their restock will be, I believe, if I plan this out correctly, it'll be next Friday, the 18th, so February 18th at 12 p.m. PST. So I believe that is 3 p.m. Eastern time. And so they will be releasing, it says, the new products released from Black Friday will be replenished on the 18th at 12 PST. We also made singles of the Carnival Sweets collection available, so you can add those to your wish list. So you can add stuff from DEVINAH on your wish list right now, and it makes it super easy for checking out. Like, all you have to do, just have your wish list page ready to go, and then when everything restocks, you can just click add to cart and then check out. So I wanted to get this video up before then. I do also want to say I will be swatching the Laveau collection that I have right now. But the shade Zombie that released on Black Friday is going to be slightly different going forward. Deandra, the owner of DEVINAH, said that the pigments for Zombie are no longer available, so she did come out with a new version. I might pick it up. It looks different enough that I feel like I can add it into my collection, and you guys know I love DEVINAH. If you're new here, I have several swatch parties with DEVINAH. I will link them down below. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing me do another like full DEVINAH swatch party from all of the collections with everything I owned all in one video. I was thinking of maybe waiting out another collection, assuming that I buy it, and then doing another like full collection swatch party. But let me know your thoughts down below. Would you rather have one? Would you like to see me do an all-in-one video now? DEVINAH typically does like 2 releases per year, like one kind of late spring, early summer, and then another one for Black Friday for new releases. So, I mean, that could also change. I don't know anything. They don't know who I am. I'm just someone who really, really loves DEVINAH. So yeah, I wanted to get this up before the restock. I will put the information down below. And then, yeah, like I said, Zombie will be completely different from the Zombie you get, but I did just want to showcase it if you're interested in it. I haven't used all of them yet, I know, but I have used a fair bit, and yeah, I hope you enjoy, and let's get into the swatch party. So let's get into the swatches. I'm going to just do it like this. I was going to do it overhead, but I wasn't liking how it was filmed, so there's a little bit of staining, but we'll just put the same shadow over it. So I'm going to start out with the more like the loners. They don't have their own collection except for one, but it came out separately. So first up, I'm going to start out with Fairy Fire. So this is an iridescent shade, and it doesn't look like much in the pan. In fact, it looks quite yellow. And it does have like a transparent yellow base, but it's got like purple, green, and blue shimmer iridescence running through it. Super, super fine. And this shadow is super fine. If you don't like the Halo Moons or the Sugar Drops, they are definitely not as flaky. This is extremely, extremely smooth. You can see that transparent yellow base, and it just looks like blue shimmer in the camera, but there is like a purple to blue to green shimmer. I'm gonna try to take, here, this is what it looks like on my finger. I will try to capture the shift like via my phone camera as well, just so you can see. In real life, when I have it on the eyes, I can see all the shifts. I usually use it as a topper or as an inner corner highlight, and it is beautiful. So next, this one is part of the Aurora Flare Multichrome collection, but it came out separately on Black Friday. This is the shade Midnight Sun. So as you can see, it's kind of like a black to maroon red shade. Let me try to get the camera to focus. Yeah, I think you can see the shift there. From my understanding, this is the only shade I have of this type of multichrome, but from my understanding from watching Bad to the Brow, which if you like multichromes, you will love her channel if you don't watch it already, these types of multi-chromes, I believe Terra Moons has one and Lethal Cosmetics has one, they typically tend to be satin. So you can kind of see the shift on my finger there. And it is definitely more on the satin side. It looks really beautiful on camera though. I bought this not because I particularly like dark shadows, but I thought it would make a beautiful like eyeliner topper just to add something extra to a look. Yeah, it's really nice. It's not something I feel like I'll use all of the time, but it is nice to have in my multi-chrome collection as someone who collects single shadows and really likes multi-chromes. Yeah, I'm happy to have it. It's okay that it's satin because I'm primarily probably gonna mix it with Duraline and use it as liner, or top it on top of liner. So those are kind of the loners from the Black Friday release. Now we're gonna go into the Laveau collection. Now I have not tried any of these on my eyes. I've only swatched one from when I was trying to do this overhead. This collection is based on Marie Laveau, who is a voodoo queen. I believe queen is the correct terminology, from New Orleans. And let's get into the shadows. There are 4 of them, and like I said in the intro, zombie is not the zombie you would get if you order it going forward. So first up, we have the shade Seance. So as you can tell, this is pretty sparkly. It's got a little bit of grit when I put my finger into the pan. Here it is on my finger. So it looks a little flaky, but this is the one that I've swatched so far. Once you apply it and you smooth it out with your finger, it's not really flaky at all anymore. It smooths out very nicely. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a gray base. So I'm wondering if these are kind of like the hybrid multi-chromes from Cleona. They are not, that is not a shadow I own. Actually, I think I got one in my mystery bag, but I have not tried it yet. So these are not as dark of a base, but they're really, really sparkly. And I wouldn't say they're a multi-chrome in the shift, but they have a lot of multicolored sparkles. So this is like a gray purple, and it's really pretty and really sparkly. I love seeing like a post-swatch finger. So that was Seance. And now we've got the shade Ritual. So again, this one's these shadows are very dark, but really sparkly in the pan. Again, I haven't tried these on the eye, but they seem like they would go on like some of their other collections, like maybe like the Galaxy Dust shadows. Again, I can't say that for certain, but here is the shade Ritual. So this is definitely a different tone of purple. This is more of like a almost pinky purple, where this one is more of a gray blue purple. So that is Ritual right here. And again, super sparkly. Here's my post-swatch finger. And again, I don't know if I said this yet, but my lighting is just the sun that's coming in through my curtains and just my standard overhead lighting in my apartment. I like to do it like this so you can get an idea of what these will look like in real life. I think photographing multi-chromes in studio lighting and having like special lights coming in different directions is really, really beautiful and can make beautiful art. But in everyday life, like how I wear these shadows, I want to see how they look like on the eyes. I know when I got my first multi-chrome, I was so disappointed in it because it did not look like what it looked like online. So I try to do these in just like normal lighting so you can have an idea of what it'll look like in real life. Okay, so after that rant, now it's the shade Zombie, which again is not available anymore in this iteration. This is more of a green. So I'll still swatch it because I haven't swatched this one yet. It looks like that on the finger. And then here is Zombie. So there is the shade Zombie for you. It's kind of like a gunmetal green shade. Hopefully she can come out with something similar down the line because it is really pretty. And finally we have 347, which is definitely more blue than the other ones. So here's 347 on the finger, and let us swatch. That's really pretty. Yeah, that's like a purple to blue if it wants to focus. There we go. Super pretty. These are very sparkly. I I think they're super, super pretty. So here are the swatches for the Laveau collection. These are very deep, very dark, so if you don't like darker shadows, this is not going to be the collection for you. I can't review them and say, hey, this is a great formula, but I have no doubts that it'll be really, really good. I like to pair DEVINAH shadows with a glitter glue. I find that they perform best that way. And if these are colors you like, you will probably like these shadows. I imagine I will really thoroughly enjoy these shadows. So that's the Laveau collection, and again, this is Midnight Sun and Fairy Fire. So should I keep swatching on this arm? I'm going to try to keep swatching on this arm. Let's get into the Moonscapes collection. Now, these are supposed to be very similar to the shade Moonlight, which they released last year, sometime in 2021. That formula is stunning. These, I've used, not all of them, but I've used 2 of them plus Moonlight, or Moonlit. These are as close you're gonna get to wearing a pressed glitter without wearing glitter. Like, these are mica based, they are not glitter based. Whenever I've worn these in videos, you guys always compliment me on my eyeshadow, and these are just absolutely stunning. So let's get into it. These are definitely flaky, but I think you can smooth them out pretty well. So first up, we have the shade Pink Flare. So here we go. And these, for the most part, are they seem very neutral. I think if you are more of a neutral lover, you are going to like these. So here's Pink Flare on my finger. They definitely have a silver undertone to them. Here's Pink Flare. It is just so freaking beautiful. These shadows are like nothing else. Like, look at this on my finger. Oh my goodness. I love DEVINAH shadows. They're so good. Next up is Moonbeam, which seems to have like a yellowy undertone to it. I can't quite place the color. It's definitely very unique. So here is Moonbeam on my finger. Again, super sparkly, and you can definitely see it's a little flaky, but yeah, I mean, it's still a little bit flaky on the eyes, but I think especially if you use your finger, you're going to be able to smooth it out a little bit more. I'm just doing kind of swatches for doing swatches, but yeah, you can see it's got more of like a goldeny undertone almost to it. It's a very, very interesting shade. And here is the post-swatch finger. These are like liquid metal. They're so gorgeous. Next up, we have the shade Fire Hunt, and I can't quite place what this is gonna look like. It looks like just like a silver. Here it is on the finger. This one felt maybe a little bit more dry. So here's Fire Hunt. Okay, that one was a little more patchy in the swatch, but swatches definitely don't tell you everything. So that looks like maybe like a pinky taupe shade. That's what it looks like up close. Super pretty, super sparkly. Next we have the shade Air Glow. And here is what it looks like on the finger. This seems to have like a bit of a bronze tone to it. Like I feel like these 3 look the same in the pan, but as you can see, there's definitely nuances to these shadows. This has a bit of bronzy brownness to it. And then here it is on my finger. Again, like liquid metal. So pretty. We've got 2 more, and these are the ones I've worn on my eyelids. First, and these are both in my Battleship Project pan, if you're watching that I'm doing with Leah. Next up, we have the shade Earth Shine, and this is kind of like a sage green. I've used this twice so far, and I'm really enjoying it. Here it is on the finger. Earth Shine is right here. There it is. Super pretty. Definitely different, and definitely a welcome addition to my green shadow collection. It's beautiful. I mean, how many times am I going to say beautiful? I'm definitely biased. I love DEVINAH shadows, but I think they're so unique and so special. And finally, we have Lucent Ray, and this is definitely more of like a silvery purple. It's so pretty. So here it is on my finger. Super pretty. And yay, we can make it fit. Here is Lucent Ray. Super pretty. And definitely, I know when I hauled these, a few of you guys commented on my video and said you didn't pick up this collection because you thought that they might look a little too similar, which I definitely agree. Like, looking at them in the pans, they look very similar. Like, you're like, why are, like, these are like the same 2 or 3 shades, but swatched out, you can definitely see the nuances in this collection. And I think if you are a neutral lover, you're going to enjoy these a lot. Now, they are quite glam because they're so shimmery, so sparkly. So they are like, sorry, these like little pieces of bangs have been bothering me every single day or every single video I filmed today. So they might be a little too much if you need to keep it toned down for the office. But if you just like really nice sparkly neutrals, I think you're gonna really like this collection. They're so pretty. Now these are, again, a little flaky. I think you can smooth them out, but there might still be some flakiness to them on the eye. I know I've experienced that. A little fallout throughout the day, but using a NYX glitter glue is going to really, really help keep most of the pigment on your eyes. With most indie shadows, I am probably going to be using a glitter glue unless I'm just being lazy. And then I'll wet my brush. I never go onto it dry. There's always going to be a like a setting spray or glitter glue. I'm struggling with my words. What is wrong with me? There's always going to be a setting spray or glitter glue. I don't really use Duraline for them, but it's something I could try, I guess. But yeah, these are, so if you don't like super flaky shadows, but you can tolerate a little bit of flakiness, I think you would be able to handle these. But again, super pretty. And I'm going to try to get these captured on my phone camera just so you can have a different point of view, maybe closer to the sunlight over there. So I'm going to do that really quickly, wash these swatches off, and then we'll get to the Carnival Sweets collection. Okay, so finally we have the Carnival Sweets collection. I believe these are supposed to be like an expansion on the Willy Wonka Exploders collection that they did. And I at first wasn't going to get this bundle because I felt like they looked very close to the Exploders collection. However, because the deal was 50% off on Black Friday, and it was like $25 or something like that for the bundle, like as a Black Friday special, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it. And I'm really glad I did, because I do find these, they're similar in formula and definitely more on the pastel side, but I think that they are different color-wise. So let's get into it. So first up, we have Sprinkle Whips, which is a pastel purple, and I have this in my Battleship collection. I'm not trying to make a dip with the shadows in my palette, don't worry. But here is Sprinkle Whips, and I definitely have leftover sparkles from last time. So here is Sprinkle Whips. Just a really pretty purple. These aren't like the most shifty. They're just really pretty with a lot of sparkle. This is just like a purple with like some purple, silver, and pink reflex to it. It's nothing super special, but still really pretty. Next up, we have the shade Sour Spanks, the last one that is in my Battleship palette that I have to share with you today, if it wants to focus. This is more yellow toned, kind of reminds me of Gumballs, which is from the Sugar Drops collection. It's kind of a yellow with some green sparkles running through it. And these shadows are, they've definitely got some bigger mica flakes in them, but they go on very smooth. So again, if you have found that some of her other collections are a little too flaky for you, these definitely go on much smoother. Sorry, Scooter is making noise in the background, but there is Sour Spanx, was it? I can't remember. Yeah, Sour Spanx. So yeah, as you can tell, these go on pretty smooth. So if you didn't like, yeah, you can smooth them out like that. So if you didn't like some of her other collections that are more flaky, you will like these. Again, post-swatch finger, so pretty. And next up, actually, I'm gonna rearrange these just a little bit because I wanna have similar colors go by each other. So next up, we've got the shade Butter Pucker. Looks like this. And this one is yellow again, but like more buttery, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this one, I guess, has a little bit of pink to it. This one is more like, I don't know. We'll see in the swatch. Oh yeah. Okay, these look different next to each other. So there's Sour Spanx, and this is Butter Pucker. So this one looks more champagne now that I have it swatched next to this one. This one has more like blue and green to it. This one does not remind me of Gumballs at all. I said it did, but now that I have it swatched out, this one is more like a champagne tone. This one's more yellow with like blue and green sparkle. Sometimes you really just have to get it on your eyeball or on a swatch to really get a sense of the color. Next, I will go with this one. This one looks more iridescent. It looks like an iridescent pink. This is Bubble Fizz. So it looks white in the pan, but I don't know if you probably can't tell. There's some pink iridescence to it. Here's what it looks like on the finger. Here is Bubble Fizz. Oops, that was weak. Hold, please. And yeah, it's like kind of like a white with pink shimmer. So next to that, I will put the other pink, just to compare. This is Sweet Slush. So it looks like a pink with a little bit of maybe peach running through it. Let's take a look. Swatch, or here it is on the finger. And here is Sweet Slush. So this is definitely more, it's got more of like a pink base to it, as you can see. Oh my god, these look so different when you put swatches next to them. What the heck? So this is more of a white with pink shimmer, and this has more of a pink base with pink shimmer running through it, and kind of like a gold peachy sheen running through it. So we've got two left, and they're more like greeny blues. So let's go with this one. This is Rain Tarts, which is just a light baby blue. So here it is. I don't know how these will go on the eye, especially if you pair them with a glitter primer, but I'm finding I have to build these up as a swatch. But that is Rain Tarts right there. It's got like a blue with a little bit of a purple shift. I think you might be able to catch it. The last one is named Twinkle Toots, and this is more of like a green blue shade, I think. We'll see how it looks like on the arm. They always surprise me. There is just so much mica shimmer all over me right now, and I'm wearing it all black, of course, but that's okay. I welcome it. Yeah, you can kind of see the difference in tone right here, but that is Twinkle Toots. So here they are all together. These are definitely light. They're more on the pastel side. So I've only tried these two, Sour Spanx and Sprinkle Whips, on the eyes, and I do find, especially when you pair them with a glitter primer, they go on a lot more opaque and brighter, but they are more on the light pastel side, which I really don't mind. I think they're really, really pretty. Of course, I haven't used all of them, but I would say these are different. They're not as shifty as some of their other shadows, but I think they're really pretty and really sparkly, and these are just the kind of shimmers I prefer. Like, I prefer something really sparkly and dimensional and textured as opposed to like a more smooth metallic. So here are all of the Black Friday releases from Divina. Obviously, you don't need all of these. I didn't need all of these, but I'm happy I have them. I think just get the shades that you think you'll use the most. If you're a Divina collector like me, get what you want, you know, do with your money what you will. I don't think this Midnight Sun is for everyone. Like, not everyone's going to use that. I think it'll make a beautiful liner. But I think these are just really, really pretty shadows. And yeah, I just wanted to swatch them for you. I'm thinking I might do a series on my Instagram because I do want to post more on my Instagram comparing shadows across the Divina collection. So comparing all of my Divina purples, blues, greens, everything like that. I think that might be really helpful, and I'm thinking I will do that on my Instagram. So my Instagram handle will always be down below, but it's just makeup period with period Lainey. Makeup with Lainey with periods in between. So definitely give me a follow there if you would like to see me do Divina comparisons. I think I'm going to start out with that and then branch into doing swatch comparisons among different brands. So I really hope you enjoyed the swatch party. Let me know what's on your wish list. Do you own these shadows? Are you planning on purchasing on the restock? Let me know down below. And I don't believe their other core collections, other special collections are restocking, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you like down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!